Hello guys, I hope you're having a very glorious Friday. My name is Sam and welcome back to SWTOR Central. In today's video I will be explaining who Darth Marr is and what he accomplished and how he eventually died. So let's just get straight into Darth Marr Explained. Darth Marr was a male human born in the year 3702 BBY. BBY means before the Battle of Yavin for anyone who doesn't know. Nothing is really known of Darth Marr before his rise to power. It is said that the people who do know his past refuse to speak of it. Not only is his past a mystery, but so is the person who trained Marr to be a Sith Lord. Nobody knows the master of Darth Marr. The tale of this Dark Lord begins with his rise to power. Marr gained his seat on the Dark Council soon after the Great Galactic War began against the Galactic Republic. It was Marr's duty to concern himself with the defense of the Empire, to protect it from any threat, even from within the Empire itself. Something truly noteworthy for Darth Marr is that before he became a member of the Dark Council, he recovered the lightsaber of Tulak Horde. It is likely that he uses this weapon for his own, although I couldn't find a source to confirm that. Marr is very well known to be the badass of the Dark Council. He never hesitates to say something that just might get someone's dark side vibe tingling. He once told Teneb Kel, who would eventually be known as Darth Thanaton, Dark Council member, "You are not special. Your master has made you into a disgrace." Marr's vocabulary wasn't his greatest weapon, his reputation was. But Marr's vocabulary wasn't his greatest weapon. His reputation was. He won countless battles and was feared throughout the Republic and Empire alike. I quote, "Darth Marr was famous to the people of the Empire as their stalwart defender. He defended major planets for the Empire such as Korriban and Ziost, leaving any enemy to regret their decisions of attack. During the Great Galactic War, Marr had trained an apprentice, Darth Lacris. Lacris knew and understood the visions of Marr, an apprentice for Marr to be proud of. However, during the story of Star Wars: The Old Republic, Lacris meets her end with the Jedi Consular storyline. She died from wounds during her duel with the Consular. When the Great Galactic War ended and the Treaty of Coruscant began in 3653 BBY, Marr took upon his duties to preparing for the next war. When the Great War ended, it was a time to be remembered as the Cold War. Marr fortified the armor of the Empire, leaving no opening for the Republic to attack. So at this point, we should talk about Marr's facade. Marr wore battle armor fit for a battle-ready Sith warrior. His mask was to resemble a Sith spawn. In fact, Darth Marr's mask is one of his most iconic features, mainly because no one has ever actually seen his face, or at least so they say. A now deceased Moff known as Xerxium was tasked with ending an uprising, which he failed at succeeding. The Moff was then summoned to have a private audience with Darth Marr. We do not know what happened during the meeting, but we do know that after the meeting, the Moff wrote a letter of resignation and then shot himself. Rumours began to stir, with the most popular being that Darth Marr revealed his face to the Moff, and it inspired so much fear into the Moff that it drove him to suicide. People speculate a monstrous looking face underneath Marr's mask, but we still do not know what it looks like. In 3641 BBY, the bounty hunter from the Old Republic storyline delivered Supreme Chancellor Dorian Janaris to Marr. Marr proceeded with interest of hiring the bounty hunter if the need ever arose. Soon after, Marr was summoned to Korriban for a Dark Council session, where Darth Barriss attempted to declare himself voice of the Emperor. A challenger arose to counter Barriss, the Sith warrior from the Old Republic storyline, who was in fact the wrath of the Emperor and the former apprentice to Barriss. When the Sith warrior ended Barriss, Marr acknowledged the wrath and told them their actions would not be challenged so long as they do not contradict their own, thus enforcing the defense of any threat from within. The endeavours with Marr and the Dark Council continued with the Inquisitor storyline. When Thanaton sought help in disguise from the Council to defeat his rival, the Inquisitor, the Council and Marr saw through his cowardice and had the two fight to the death. The Inquisitor left no room for Thanaton's pride to reveal itself. Thanaton was humiliated and killed. Marr appointed the Inquisitor the former seat of Thanaton on the Dark Council, the head of the Sphere of Knowledge. Darth Ravage, a fellow Dark Council member, challenged this decision, but Marr shut him down, showing real authority over another Council member. While these past events are expected of the culture of the Sith, infighting was something Marr deeply resented and thought was foolish. Another example of this occurred when a successor of Darth Hadra was being chosen, who was a former and now deceased Dark Council member. Darth Carid was elected by Darth Marr to claim the seat, but the other members did not agree. This was likely due to Carid being non-human. Sith could be very discriminative to any non-human species. They much preferred humans. Marr was not this arrogant. Darth Carid was smart. She taunted the Sith Lord, Darth Grievous, who was the other council member's preferred successor, into attacking her own ship. This meant that retaliation from Carid was allowed, and she destroyed Gravis' ship with her mighty Ascendant Spear. Not a wise choice on Gravis' behalf. When Gravis had perished and shamed himself, the other councillors moved their support to Carid for succession. Marr saw this as more infighting. He knew already that Carid would be a much more worthy candidate, with the resources to strengthen the Empire. When rumours of the Emperor's death began to spread, Darth Malgus attempted to create a new empire and lead as its Emperor. When Malgus was defeated and killed by an infiltration team, Marr was seen as the unofficial leader of the Empire. Moving forward, Marr handled any new mission or threat to the Empire or galaxy. He fought as a person, not just as a member of the Empire. Marr later sends the player hero of the Old Republic to complete critical tasks such as the retrieval of Isotope 5 on Makeb and dealing with the traitorous Dreadmasters on Oricon. Moving further forward, Marr made some pretty big decisions on behalf of the Empire. He agreed to a peace treaty with the Republic when it was learned that Darth Revan was still alive and on a mission to awaken the Emperor, Vitiate. Marr says he knew of Vitiate's plans to consume all life within the galaxy, thus halting the Empire's ambition and allying with the Republic to defeat the Emperor after he was awakened on Yavin 4. It was an incredible scene to witness with Marr, Satele Shan and many other major characters all on the same side, fighting Revan. After Vitiate awakened and drained all life from the planet Ziost in a demonstration of power, Marr continued with his allegiance with the Republic to pursue and defeat the Emperor for the good of the galaxy. The player hero and Darth Marr were venturing in wild space, hunting the Emperor, when they were suddenly attacked by a vast fleet, which made quick work of them. The player and Marr were captured and taken prisoner. They were both then escorted to the Eternal Throne Room, where Valkorion sat on his eternal throne. Marr sees Valkorion, feels his presence, and says, "A new name, a new face. These are not enough to hide from us." Valkorion was the former Emperor Vitiate. Marr has no intention of following him again. But then, Valkorion lashed out with a huge shower of Force lightning targeting Darth Marr. He was thrown backwards and was but no more. Marr was dead. But this was not the last we saw of him. Even the player hero will say a few words on Marr's behalf if you choose correctly. Darth Marr's first and only goal was the defense of the Empire and the galaxy. With the threat of Valkorion still lingering, he became a Force Ghost and managed to contact Satele. They both exiled themselves to Odessen. 5 years later, the player hero, also known as the Outlander, came across Satele and Marr on the surface of Odessen, where they offered guidance and training. Marr gave the Outlander wise advice about ruling an army, an alliance. The phrase, "In life, I dismissed the Jedi Code. I was wrong. There is no death. There is only the Force, and it has a plan," coming from Darth Marr himself, is one I will never forget. Marr and Satele felt the Force calling them elsewhere, and thus their exile concluded. They departed, and we have yet to see if Marr will appear again. Okay, so there we have it folks. This was my Darth Marr Explained video. There is in fact so much more that goes with Darth Marr than what's just contained in this video. I think it's pretty difficult for anybody to not fall in love with Darth Marr as a character. Most people who know who Darth Marr is already will probably agree that he was an incredible leader. He was a symbol of strength and wisdom to the Empire. I don't think that there could have been a better leader figure in the Old Republic era. Okay, so if there's anything that you think should have been in this video, then please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Or if you wish to discuss a little bit more about Darth Marr, then also please feel free to leave that in the comment section below. And of course, all questions are welcome. With that being said, that's going to be the end of this video now, so thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash the like button on this video, and be sure to subscribe to the also glorious Pleb Nation. Thank you very much for watching. That's it from me. Peace out, plebs.